Okay, so apologies for the bad audio. So this is going to be a video about suicide. You see, I said the word. You're not even allowed to say that word on YouTube or you'll get demonetized. Luckily, I'm not monetized, so I don't give a fuck. And no one watches this. Well, not nobody. Maybe 20 people will watch this. So this video is about suicide. And I've done a video before about it. And I think that video is more about like people not understanding why people do it. You know, it's like, oh, like you're a coward or something because you did it. Or what about your family or something? You know, like I've had these conversations with people who like, I'll say, well, this person left their family behind, and I'm like, okay, well, maybe it would have been better if they just left the family, fucked off to another country. You know, at least they'll still be alive. Sometimes it can be like a trapped. They feel trapped in something, and if someone runs away from their family and leaves their children, everyone will give them shit, you know. But maybe that was the only option for them to do. Do you know what I mean? So what? You call someone a coward if they kill themselves, and then you call them a coward if they run away to a new life. Well, isn't it better that they at least run away to a new life and don't kill themselves? But yeah, I'm more like doing this video because of this idea that like I'm talking about in the YouTube community or something. So you get some people on YouTube that YouTubers that kill themselves or something, and the whole thing is like, well, it's because people gave them bad comments, you know, and there's this whole thing of like, don't say anything bad to anyone because they might be like ready to kill themselves, and I don't completely agree with that. Like, for instance, when it comes to like a YouTuber or an influencer, and the whole idea is that like the bad comments affect them. Well, yes, they will, I guess. And I'm personally no stranger to bad comments. But if you're gonna do YouTube, be, if you're gonna put yourself out there into this kind of platform, this environment, that shit's gonna happen to you. And the more famous and popular you get, you'll get more trolls or more nasty trolls or more. You'll attract more evil people. So it's like it's part of the game, isn't it? It's one of the downsides of the game. And if you can't handle that shit, you're probably in the wrong game. Do you know what I mean? You don't need to be a famous YouTuber or an influencer. And I can understand there could be like psychological reasons why you want to be famous and whatever. But really, like, it's sometimes the world is the way the world is. And that's just a fact. And the way the world is if you become a popular YouTuber, you will get nasty comments. You will get hateful comments, etc. And that's just something you'd have to live with if you're playing that game. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like you get the benefits from being a popular YouTuber or whatever, but that's just a fact of nature that you're going to have to put up with the downsides. And also, I think, yes, like people can be bullied into suicide. They can be pushed towards suicide, even just by comments, for sure. I believe that's a possibility. But I said pushed towards. There's already something there. There's already, if you don't mind me saying, a weakness. A weakness. If you take your own life because you've let comments take you down, it's the whole thing like God helps who helps themselves. Like it's down to you how you react. You know what I mean? Like, no one can bully you to kill yourself. Only you can kill yourself, right? Am I making any sense? And this whole idea, like this person or that person killed themselves because they were being bullied or something. Yes and no. Yes, the bullying pushed them to it or whatever, but there's already something there. Something there. Or some lack of strength there. Or it probably comes from like childhood shit, right? So you can't really blame if it's a bully and someone kills himself. I don't think you can blame the bully for that. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've had in my job and shit, like I had to deal with bullies, you know, and I didn't kill myself, but I put myself down to like, I will fucking take you out, you know. I'd fight back, hard out, and I'd be Machiavellian with it, and it pretty much always worked out. And if I hadn't done that, yeah, I could understand that because when you're being bullied at work or whatever, it's pretty bad, you know. But you have to fight, and and if you're in a position where you haven't got the way to fight back and beat that person, completely beat them, then leave, get a new job. And I would put that in the same thing as like being a YouTuber. Okay, maybe you can't like stop the bullying comments, but it's just words. And if you can't handle that, maybe you're not on the right game. Maybe YouTube isn't for you. Do you know what I mean? Like I said, like the few experiences, pretty much the one experience I've had of like being bullied was in a job, which I'd spent a lot of money and effort to get the training and qualifications to be there. Do you know what I mean? And this cunt's giving me shit and stuff. And he's like, I'm gonna talk to the fucking owner about you. And then the owner happened to come in that day, and I went to the owner. So okay, I want to organize a meeting with you and the manager, or the whatever, not the top manager, but you know, my manager. And he's like, okay, what's it about? I said, well, it's you know, after work we'll have a meeting, you know, have the meeting. And I'm like, so what's this about? Okay, so I'm having a meeting because he has said that he's going to report me to you for my behavior. And I want to be here when he does it. And I turned him, so tell him about my fucking behavior. You know what I mean? And the owner knows that I was pretty productive and pretty good. And that this guy's put on the spot, he's got fucking nothing to say. He lost his fucking job as a manager and he went back down to the rest of us, same level. And Most people weren't nice to him, right? That's just an example of like, you have to fight. You have to fight or you have to walk away if you're in a position of being bullied. But if you take your own life, it's, in my opinion, it's something else is going on. There's more to that shit. There's way more to that shit than uh, the the person that was bullying you drove you to suicide. No, like, we were probably already close. You know what I mean? Or weak. And unfortunately, I guess like you can't be weak in this world. This is the way it is, man.